Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman with the Strat-O-Matic Network, and we've got a ball game again. We're right on track here with the Boston Red Sox at the Washington Senators, the final game of the series for both of these, of the season for both of these clubs. So this would be the first of a three-game series, and it was scheduled on September 29 in our 1969 replay. It will be Sonny Siebert starting for the Red Sox. He's a right-hander, and Casey Cox, also a right-hander, starting for the Washington Senators. Siebert has won 10 games on the season. Cox has won 6. And we're going to go through our opening lineups. For the Boston Red Sox, leading off is Dick Schofield getting a start here. He's at third base. Mike Andrews at second. Karl Yastrzemski batting third in left field. It's Rico Petrocelli at short. Joe LaHood in right field. Hello, Stack. Good morning. Great to have you. LaHood is batting fifth in right field. George Scott at first base, batting sixth. Billy Canigliaro batting seventh. He's in center. Tom Satriano batting eighth. He's the catcher. And Sonny Siebert pitching and batting ninth. And good morning to the early bird, Kathy Harden. It's a beautiful Sunday morning for a game of Strat-O-Matic. 1969 baseball. Kathy Harden for the Senators. Oh, that is such good coffee, folks. Leading off, Del Unser in center. Lee May bats second. He's in right. Big man Frank Howard in left, batting third. The cleanup hitter is Super Jew Mike Epstein. He's at first base. Ken McMullen batting fifth at third. Eddie Brinkman at short, batting sixth. Batting seventh, Tim Cullen at second. Jim French batting eighth and catching. And the pitcher, Casey Cox. I'm just a tad tired this morning. Yesterday was the first day that I did not use Klonopin, a benzodiazepine for anxiety. It's really not needed anymore, and we're going to try again tonight without it. We might just be able to stop the titration. It's a very gradual process. It's suggested to be a gradual process, but I might just be out of the woods on that. On the other hand, if needed, I'll take a half tablet sometime later today. I am in the process of setting up a premiere, which will be a replay of the game that I played with Baseball Demos, which was the Cleveland Indians at these same Washington Senators. And yes, Julius. And I'm going to set that up for a 7 p.m. Eastern start, Sunday Night Baseball. I already watched it last night when I was in bed. I thought it was awesome. So I really don't have a desire to watch it, but for people who may have missed it, I'm setting it up as a premiere. I've hidden the original, and the original is set to reappear, even though it's really the same as the premiere tomorrow. I'm feeling good. Like I said, just a bit tired, but feeling good right here. And I'm looking forward to a nice leisurely ball game here between these clubs. And the Washington Senators take the field. There's Casey Cox on the mound, taking his warm-ups. And leading it off is Dick Schofield, switch hitter, batting left against Cox. Okay, Cox is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Schofield. That's 6'4", switch hitter batting left. That will be a grounder to short, our first X today. Getting under that is Brinkman, of course. He's a 221. .6'2". He gets to it, G2. E21, 5'9", and he throws him out. So that's 6-3, one away, and we are underway here in RFK Memorial Stadium. And now here's Mike Andrews. Okay, Andrews steps in the batter's box. Here's Cox. And the pitch to Andrews. That's 310 right-handed, and he struck him out. 2 down for Cox. As you can see, Cox has a good pitcher, 12-7, 2.78 ERA in real world. He had only 13 starts, though. Sort of a spot starter for these Senators. With the win, I'm ruining it for you if you didn't see it, but so I won't. But Washington is a game over 500. If they win one game in this 3-game series, they will have a 500 record. They're hoping to win at least 2, maybe 3. Here's Karl now. Cox is ready, and the pitch to Karl. That's 6'7", left-handed, grounds it to second X for Cullen. Cullen is a 318. One 3, that's going to go through for a base hit. Cullen couldn't get to it. S2. He's an E18, 4-8-10. And it will be a 2-out single by Karl. Karl is on first, 1-16. Being held. 1-14 with a lead. He won't go for it. Here's Rico Petrocelli. Tony Conigliaro has the game off. So does Reggie Smith. They are available if we want them. Here's Cox now. The pitch to Petrocelli. That is 410 right-handed fly ball center X. Unser a 212. Getting under it. .82, it's an F2, he gets to it, Unser. E12, 6'10", 11, and he makes the catch. And the side is retired. No runs. One hit, the single by Karl. He was left on base after a half an inning. It's Boston Red Sox nothing, and the Washington Senators coming up. We're moving to the bottom of the first now. Sonny Siebert. Got a little bent over here. There he is. Right-hander taking his warm-ups. And leading it off for the Senators will be Del Unser. Here's Siebert now. And the pitch to Unser. That is 6-6, left-handed. Flies it to center. Under that is Canigliaro. And he makes the catch. That's Billy. 1 out. Now here's Lee May. Left-handed hitter. That is good coffee. Here's Siebert now. The pitch to May, 5-8, left-handed. That's going to be a base hit for May. It was a 5-8 left-handed, 1-1-2. It's a single with the 11 on the 20 die. So May is on, not being held. And here's the big man that is ready to upload, by the way. We'll do it after this half inning. My premiere at 7 p.m. I'll share with you how it's done. Here's Howard. And the pitch, 6-4. Right-handed, grounds it to short X. That is Petrocelli, 216. One-two, it goes through for a base hit. Both shortstops can't get to base hits there. Well, actually, it did. This was just Rico Petrocelli, but it is a 1-2 base hit. 4-7-9. He's 16, and it will be a single S1 for Howard. Sort of anticlimactic to see the big man just chip a single past the shortstop, but that's good hitting by Frank Howard. It's first and second with 1 out. Kathy Harden for the Senators, in case you're wondering. And here's Super Jew Epstein. Siebert from the stretch. 5-9, left-handed. That's hit well by Epstein, and it's gone. A 3-run home run off Siebert's card, and it's a beautiful way to start a Sunday morning here. I think Kathy would agree. A 3-run home run by the Super Jew, Mike Epstein. Let's look at that again. Fans are cheering. It's been a pretty favorable season for these Senators, I would say. 1 game over 500, their best year ever in franchise history. Remember, this is the 61 expansion Senators, not the original Walter Johnson Senators. They moved to Minnesota. It was 5-9 left-handed. And it's an end home run, 1-15. There it is. It was a 12. He's got the power, of course. And it's 3-0 Senators. Big man running the bases. Hold on to your drinks. Whoa. My coffee. Oh, Lord. Okay, we'll be all right. Hey. Let's get the home run total here for Super Jew Mike Epstein. For Epstein, that was home run. Where the hell there? 41. Oh my. He had 30, so he's really been something. He had 30 in real world, folks. So he has exceeded expectations this season, hitting now his 41st home run of the season. Let me see where that puts him with leaders. He is, whoa. I haven't updated that in a while. I can't believe he has 41 home runs. Wow. Yeah, that puts him 6th in the American League with 41 home runs. Okay. Yep. I had to update that. Wow. Okay. Kathy Harden says, let's go, let's go. Ken McMullen stepping up, 1 out, nobody on. Here's Siebert now. And the pitch to McMullen. Oh, feeling great. 2-8 right-handed struck him out. 2 down. Feel great, actually. Eddie Brinkman, the batter. Siebert, the windup, and the pitch to Eddie. That is a 2-2 right-handed single 1-2. It's a liner to short, caught by Petrocelli, and the side is retired. But pow, a 3-run home run by Mike Epstein, his 41st of the year, and after 1, it's a 3-0 ball game. We're gonna upload, if you don't mind, in real time. Then I'm gonna get a cup of coffee. And continue this lovely ball game. Here's upload a video. Put this in. We're gonna upload a screenshot, put it in the miscellaneous and the 28th. And then finally, set it as a premiere for 7 p.m. today. That's for those who missed it. That's especially people on the West Coast. There it goes, and now it's uploading. Perfect, look at that. There it is, it's uploading. We'll just put this window to the side so it's not bothered. And we're gonna come back to our ball game. I'm gonna have some water, get some coffee, new coffee, as Casey Cox comes out and takes his warm-ups. Just a beautiful, beautiful, calm Sunday morning for a game of Strat-O-Matic. Beautiful. I said beautiful. Oh, yes, Kathy. You just reminded me to replenish my ice cube trays. I don't have an ice maker. I'm just setting up my tray right now, Kathy, so that when the time comes, thank you for the reminder, because I am really loving that iced coffee pick-me-up. I took it in the morning yesterday, late morning, because I wanted something, and I didn't want hot coffee. So, but today's a different story. Okay, here's Cox, and leading it off, top of the second for the Red Sox, down 3-0 on the home run, 3-run home run by Mike Epstein. Here's Joe LaHood leading it off. Okay, Cox is ready. The windup and the pitch to LaHood. 3-9 right-handed, chops it to second, taken by Cullen, and he throws it to Epstein, one away. Here's George Scott. Oh, it is. It really, really is. Here's Scott facing Cox, and the pitch. That's 1-8 right-handed. There's a base hit by Scott. A one-out single, not being held. Now Billy Canigliaro steps up. Okay, Cox now working from the stretch. And the pitch to Billy Canigliaro. That's 4-3 right-handed, grounds it to first X. That will be Epstein, he's a 4-16. That's the downside. 4-16, 24 gets to it, G1. E16, 6-11, 13. Oh, he makes the play. Let's see how that goes. G1, it is a steps on the bag and throws it to second to Cullen for the double play. Nice play by Mike Epstein. And the side is retired. No runs, one hit, none left. We're in the middle of the second. 3-0 Washington. And here's Sonny Siebert now. Still a little bent out of shape. And here's Tim Cullen to lead it off. Bijan Bain is here. Wow. Good morning to my friend Bijan Bain. I got your message, and after this game I'll get back to you. Any of those dates are going to work for me, by the way. Yeah, I'm going to get back to you on that. I haven't gotten back to you. I saw it first thing this morning. And thanks for coming to the game. And it was awesome to see you yesterday. Yesterday was a real exciting when I did it with demos together. Your commentaries were very good. Here's Siebert now, facing Cullen. Here's the pitch. 1-7 right-handed at single 1-5. It's a line to third caught by Schofield, 1 out. Interesting that you were a fan of both of these clubs at some time. You're from Boston and you lived in the Washington area, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, here's Jim French coming to the plate. 1 out, nobody on. Here's Siebert now. The windup and the pitch to French. That's 5-5, left-handed, struck him out. Second strikeout for Siebert, 2 down. And here's the pitcher, Casey Cox. Exactly. Well put. Interesting. Another way to look at it is you can't lose, or we could say you have to lose and win. Maybe that would be the way. It's a lose-win no matter what. Here's the pitch to Cox. That's 5-7, right-handed. Flies it to center. This should end the inning. Under it is Billy Canigliaro. He makes the catch and the side is retired. That's 1-2-3 by Siebert. We've gone 2, it's 3-0. And here's Casey Cox. Top of the third here. We'll take a break after this inning. It's Tom Satriano leading it off. The Red Sox catcher. Here's Cox. The pitch to Satriano, 3-6 right-handed, flies it to center for Unser. He's under it, 1 away. Now Sonny Siebert, he's a pretty good hitting pitcher this year at least. 6 NR. Wow. Here's the pitch to Siebert. That is 1-6, and it's a grounder to second. Cullen has it. He throws to Super Jew Epstein at first, 2 outs. And Dick Schofield. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the third. Boston batting. They trail 3-0 on the 3-run home run by Epstein in the first. Here's Cox now. And the pitch to Schofield. That is 6-6, switch hitter batting left. Base hit up the middle for Schofield. Second hit for the Red Sox. Again, it was a 6-6, switch hitter batting left. Base hit thrown in by Unser. Schofield is on. And here's Mike Andrews. Oh, yeah. Yep. They're great hitters. Here's Andrews now with Schofield on first, 2 outs. Cox and the pitch. 4-6, right-handed, grounds it to first. That's going to be Epstein. He has it. He's going to throw it to Cox covering the bag. and the side is retired. I will show you something, BB. In Strat-O-Matic, pitchers automatically have a running rating of 1 to 10. I don't expect you to understand what that means, but it's default. However, on the rosters that they give us, there are some pitchers who are notoriously fast. And in that case, they will list them on the roster with their running rating. Here they are on the right. And here's Gibson, who is a 1 to 15. He also has a good stealing rating. So Gibson was really fast, and I don't think it was unusual for them to use him to pinch run at times. Just thought I would share that aspect of Strat-O-Matic. And there are a number of pitchers who are fast. Okay, here is Sonny Siebert, still a little bent out of shape here on the left, but coming out to pitch to the Senators. It'll be the top of the order in the bottom of the third. Yes. And I've used him. Okay, leading it off, top of the order, Del Unser. And we got some very good coffee here. Siebert is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Unser. 4-7 left-handed, and he walked him. Siebert loses Unser to a base on balls. Unser being held 1 to 15, 1 to 13 with a lead if he were to get one. Here's Lee May now. Lee May with an E. Siebert from the stretch. 2-6, right-handed single, 1 to 17. It goes through past McMullen at third. Unser goes to second and holds. That's the second base hit today for Lee May on a 2-6 right-handed. First and second, nobody out. And here's the big man. Hold on to your beer. Even as he walks to the batter's box, I got my coffee. Whoa, he steps in the batter's box. The big man. He hit a blast in our game yesterday. Even though I tried to get around him, I walked him the first time he came up intentionally with no one on and 1 out or 2 outs. But there's no stopping him eventually. This is a case right here. Siebert, first and second, no outs. The pitch to Howard. So 5-8 right-handed. There's a base hit. And I just love when Howard just chips a single. The Unser will score. It shows he's a fine hitter. He does not need to hit a home run every time. Isn't that beautiful, Kathy? He does not need to hit a home run every time he comes up. That's 5-8, and Williams taught him that. It's a 5-8 single, 2 asteroids, and it's 4-0. Siebert in trouble here. There's action in the Red Sox bullpen. Stange pitched in this game in real world, and he is warming. He's a right-hander. Lee Stange warming in the bullpen for the Red Sox. As Siebert getting hit by the Senators. Big man Howard now, first and third. They'll play the infield back. They were down already 4-0, the Red Sox. Lord. The pitch to Epstein, I'm sorry. Infield is back, Siebert, and the pitch to Epstein. That's 311, right-handed. Oh, it's a slash. Let's see if it goes through. Left-handed hitter, 18. And no, it does not. It's lined to second, and it's caught by Andrews. And that's a big out, and a good out for Boston. Runners hold. One down. Here's Ken McMullen. Infield back for the inning-ending double play. Here's Siebert trying to get out of this. The pitch to McMullen. That's 5-10. Right-handed. That's another slash. Whoa. 8. This one might go through. And it does. It's a base hit. May scores from third. Howard goes to second. 2 runs in this inning. First and second, 1 out. Here's Eddie Brinkman. Siebert really getting hit now, allowing 5 runs. Here's the pitch to Brinkman. That's 6-8, right-handed, single 1 to 16. Goes through for a base hit. The bases are loaded. And out comes the manager. And it's Eddie Popowski, who replaced Dick Williams at the end of the season. Isn't that something? Eddie Popowski, the manager. You got to blame somebody, right? That's going to be it for Siebert. We're going to have a little break in the action here as Lee Stange is coming in, just for realism's sake. Siebert pitched 2 1/3, gets knocked out. 7 hits allowed. He walked 1, struck out 2, and he has allowed 5 runs thus far. Lee Stange will be the new pitcher. +4 quotient. He's taking his warm-ups. It'll be bases loaded, 1 out. Bases loaded, 1 out. Stange is ready. It's a lovely Sunday morning, Kathy. A lovely to watch the Nats trounce the Bo Sox. First, bases loaded, 1 out. Cullen is the batter. Stange is ready. Infield back. There's the pitch, 3-9, right-handed. Grounds it to second. Andrews tosses it to Rico Petrocelli for 1, and then over to first, Scott for the double play. So a nice ground ball double play thrown by Stange. The side is retired. 2 runs, though. And we have gone 3 innings. It's 5-0 Senators. Yeah. It's a 5-0 ball game. And we take a little break here. About 2 or 3 minutes. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. Again, this is the Strat-O-Matic Network. We're at the closing days of the replay, September 29, including this game. 30 games left. We play about 2 a day. That's about 2 weeks. 2 weeks and a day or so. And yeah, it's happening. Unbelievable. 3 1/2 years in the making. And we broadcast every game. We haven't broadcast from the start of the replay. I actually played them alone It was late July, within the replay, that I started to broadcast, and I have not missed a game except maybe one or two. I'll be right back. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. Trump called Kamala Harris a, quote, horror show. He's right. He's going to get horrified this year. It's destiny, folks. Just like Obama. She's going to win. I'll be back. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Guterman back here in Studio B. We had some weather overnight, but nothing too bad. As I think it's Debbie, is it? Makes its way on the west coast to Florida. Oh, USA Channel. I don't get that. I'm watching NBC. Women's volleyball. They're good. Wow. It's France against the USA. Replenish my coffee here. I guess there are so many events going on, and I'm surprised NBC is not showing women's track and field. To me, that's the highlight of the Olympics. This is my opinion. I think the marathon is the premier event, in my opinion. I think the marathon is at the end. Okay, we're ready. We're going to start here, top of the fourth. And Casey Cox, no runs, 3 hits. No walks, a strikeout so far. And Karl 2 lead it off. Okay, Cox is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Karl. 4-6, left-handed, flies it to center. It's high and it's playable by Unser. And he makes the catch, 1 away. And now it's Rico Petrocelli coming up. Boy, that was some hit there by USA. Wow. Some slam. Okay, Rico flew to center in the first. Here's Cox. And the pitch, 5-4, right-handed, walked him. So Petrocelli takes first base on a base on balls, not being held. And here's Joe LaHood, 0 for 1. Here's the pitch from Cox. That's 2-5, right-handed, walked him. That's 2 walks in a row here. Allowed by Cox. First and second, 1 out. It's 5-0 Washington. And George Scott, the batter. Oh. Here's Cox now. The pitch to Scott. That's 1-9, right-handed. Oh my, it's hit well. To left field though. Back goes Howard. Hold your beer, he makes the catch. Oh, big man Howard went back on that and caught up with it. And the runners run back and have to hold. It was a 1-9 right-handed, home run 1-7, 11 on the 20 die. And it's 2 down now, first and second. Cox trying to get out of this clutch situation for Billy Canigliaro. Lord, are they good, these volleyball players. My Lord. Okay, here's Cox. The pitch to Canigliaro. That's 5-3 right-handed. Oh boy, it's a ballpark blast by Billy. And he's got the power. Wow. It's a 1, and it's gone. Billy Canigliaro has hit a 3-run home run to bring the Red Sox somewhat back in this ball game. It's now 5-3. Let's look at it again. 5-3 right-handed ballpark blast off Cox. Billy right-handed against right-handers has end power in Washington. And it is gone. A 3-run home run by Billy Canigliaro for the Red Sox off Cox. That one got away from Cox. Whoa. It's a 5-3 ball game now. For Billy, that's his first home run of the season. He had 4. Hasn't played too much. That's his first home run. And it's 2 outs, nobody on, and here's Tom Satriano coming up. Oh, that is good coffee. Wow. Here's Cox, and the pitch to Satriano. 2-9, right-handed, pops it up behind the plate. That's for French. And he makes the catch, and the side is retired. But 3 big runs on a 3-run blast. First, it was 2 walks, and then with 2 on, Billy Canigliaro unloaded. And it's a 5-3 ball game. And out comes Lee Stange. Stange threw 1 pitch in the 3rd. He got Cullen to ground out into an inning-ending double play. He's actually due up in the 5th, but he may hit. He's both a starter and a reliever. If he looks good here, we'll have him hit. Here's Stange now. The pitch to French. That's 3-7, right-handed, walked him, so French is on. And here comes Cox and a bunter. Cox and a bunter, as you can see. They denoted on the pitcher's card his own bunting. We'll see how the infield is situated. It's back. It's almost a gimme. Here's Stange now. The pitch, I'm going to do it like Demos does it. First, let's see where it's hit. It's hit to the first baseman, Scott. That's 11. Oh my, pops it up. Oh Lord. Pops it up to first, and Scott makes the catch. So the good news is it was not a double play. It's 1 out, French on first, and here's the top of the order, Del Unser. If you want to be an optimist. Here comes Stange. And the pitch to Unser. 3-11, right-handed, grounds it to second B. Schofield steps on the bag, and that will be it. There's no play to first. Unser is safe. So it's 2 outs, and Unser is on. He's a 1-15. Stange 1-19. My goodness, being held. 1-17 with a lead, but he's got a 7 pickoff, so we'll have him just stay there. Here's Lee May. 2 outs, and Unser on first. Here's the pitch from Stange. That's 3-5 right-handed, And that is a non-clutch fly ball to right with a runner on first. Under it is Lahoud. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, the walk, and one left. It's 5-3 after 4. And here's Cox. And like I had predicted, Lee Stange is coming out to hit. He looked pretty good last inning, in his first complete inning. He is a 1 WR. And here he comes. Okay, Cox is ready now. Here's the windup and the pitch to Stange. That is 5-9. Stange, a right-hander, 5-9, struck him out. And that is the second strikeout for Cox today. And Dick Schofield is the batter. Wow. One out, nobody on. Schofield. 1 for 2, single left on in the third. Here's the pitch from Cox. That's 5-7, switch hitter batting left, struck him out. And that's the third for Cox. And here's Andrews. 6-8, right-handed, pops it up to second. This should end the inning. Cullen under it. He makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 for Casey Cox. And we're in the middle of the fifth already. 5-3 Washington. Stange coming out here. Boy, these volleyball players are so good. It's unbelievable. Here comes the big man, Frank Howard. Howard 2 for 2, 2 singles, scored a run, knocked in a run. Stange winds into his windup. Here's the pitch to Howard. 3-9, and he walked him. That's one way to pitch to Howard. Sort of a intentional walk. Don't give him anything to hit. And Howard is on first. And here's the Super Jew, Mike Epstein. Epstein had the big 3-run home run in the first, and he popped to second. Here's Stange from the stretch. That's 1-4, right-handed, struck him out. 1 down, and Ken McMullen is the batter. Stange seeming to handle himself very, very well here. From the stretch, Stange, and the pitch to McMullen. That's 110, grounds it to second. Howard running and will advance to second. The only play was to first. It was Andrews who picked it up. He was drawn away to his right, and he only had to, he was drawn toward the bag at first. His only play was to first. And Howard got to second easily. So it's 2 outs, Howard in scoring position, and this would be a clutch situation for Eddie Brinkman. Okay, here's Staines trying to get out of this. The pitch to Brinkman. That's 6-4, right-handed, grounds to third, X. That will be Schofield, the 326. Big play here. .326, 7-3. He gets to it, G3. E26, 5, 8, 12. E26. And he throws him out. And the side is retired. A nice play by Dick Schofield, getting a relatively rare start today. The side is out and Staines gets out of it. No runs, no hits. The walk to Howard. And the big man was left on second. And we've gone 5. It's 5-3 Senators. Here's Casey Cox in his 6th inning. This is his first endurance inning is the 7th. Staines will come next inning. After 1 out, it will start. Here's Karl Yastrzemski. Actually, he's in his first endurance inning now. Here's Karl, left-handed hitter, Cox, on the mound. And the pitch to Yastrzemski. That's 1-7, right-handed, grounds it to first, and Epstein fields it, takes it to the bag, 1 away. Now here's Rico Petrocelli. Flew to center, walked and scored on the 3-run home run by Billy Canigliaro. .66, right-handed, single 1 to 13. It goes through for Rico. Rico is on with 1 out. And here's Joe LaHood, left-handed hitter. Okay, Cox is ready. The pitch to LaHood. 6-4, left-handed. Grounds it to short, X. That'll be for steady Eddie Brinkman, 221. With a runner on first, 1 out. 10-2, G1 gets to it. It could be a double play. 3-6-7, E21. And it is a double play. It's Brinkman to Cullen and over to Mike Epstein, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, none left after the double play. Both pitchers settled down here somewhat. Middle of the 6th, 5-3 ball game. Staines will pitch. This is his first endurance inning. He has 1 out in it because it was broken up. We'll take a break after this inning for about 2 to 3 minutes. It'll be Cullen, French, and Cox. Here's Cullen now. Staines into his windup. The pitch to Cullen. That is 6-10. Right-handed, ballpark slash. That may go through right-handed in Washington. And no. Oh, what a liner to short. Beautiful catch by Rico Petrocelli. 1 out. It was 1-9 single. And it was a 10 on that die. Here's Jim French now. Cox comes out on deck. The pitch from Staines. 2-8, right-handed, lines it to second, caught by Andrews, 2 away. Nobody on for Casey Cox. Here's the pitch from Stange. That's 110, and he struck him out. And the side is retired. 1-2-3 by Stange. Looking pretty good, Stange, today. We've gone 6. It's a 5-3 ball game. Cox will come out to pitch the top of the 7th. We're going to take a little break here. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. It's 5-3 Senators, and I'll be back in about 2 or 3 minutes. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. Whew. Oh. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Guterman. I just had to do a little yard work out there. Those big palm trees have huge leaves. They're just enormous. And I had to pull one out of the way. Just trying to do my best to help. This is game 1913. And it's 5-3. Senators over the Red Sox, and Casey Cox will come out to pitch his first endurance inning, the 7th. I have one more cup of coffee here. I'm slated to make a second pot. And save the leftover for an afternoon iced coffee pick-me-up. I'm going to be needing milk and water today. I think I'll get a double Swedish meatballs and something else, a treat or two. Oh, let me get that coffee here. There it is, it's right to the last drop. And it's good. Okay, here's Cox out on the mound. Top of the 7th. It'll be Scott, Billy Canigliaro, and Satriano. Here's George Scott stepping in the box. Sox down by 2. Here's Cox now. That's 5-7 right-handed. Grounds it to third for McMullen. He takes it and throws it to Epstein. That's one away. It was a very nice game. Indeed it is. Okay, here's Billy Canigliaro. He's 1 for 2. He grounded into a double play and hit the 3-run home run in the 4th. Okay, Cox is ready. He gets the sign from French. The windup and the pitch. 6-6 right-handed, single 1 to 13. Diving for it is McMullen, and he makes the catch. 2 away. Wow, beautiful play by Ken McMullen. Let's look at that again. It was a 6-6 right-handed, almost went through. Single 1 to 13. It was a 15. And a nice diving catch to save a base hit. Stop a base hit, I should say. 2 outs, nobody on. Satriano, the batter. And there's Stange. With 2 outs, whether they pinch hit for him, he's pitching too well to take him out. He's on the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch to Satriano. They'll pinch hit for him in the 8th, though. If they don't score. 3-7 right-handed, walked him. Oh, my. Well, they're going to hit for Satriano, for Stange, I'm sorry. Now that Satriano is on, he can't run, but maybe a blast. He ended up pitching 3 2/3 innings, allowing no hits. He did walk 2, he struck out 2, and he allowed no runs. A great performance for Lee Stange. And an argument could be made to keep him in the game, but they're not going to. They're going to go for, they're really going to go for the game-tying home run here. Reggie Smith pinch ran in this game, and they're going to have Reggie Smith come in. He is a switch hitter, isn't that nice? He pinch ran and then stayed in center field. Smith will pinch hit. So here's Reggie Smith, who had the day off, but no longer. He's being used. Switch hitter batting left against Cox. Spaceman Lee is warming in the bullpen. Spaceman Lee. Okay, here's Cox. And the pitch to Smith. 4-9, switch hitter batting left, single 1 to 18. Oh, that's a re-roll. Oh, foul ball. Okay, Cox again. The pitch to Smith. 5-6, switch hitter batting left. That is a base hit for Reggie Smith. Satriano goes to third. It's 2 asteroids. It was a nice single right in the gap. First and third, 2 outs. Cox 1 hit or walk away from fatigue now. And here's Schofield in a clutch situation. Switch hitter batting left. Here's Cox. And the pitch. 3-9. Right-handed, struck him out. Cox gets Schofield swinging. It was a 3-9 right-handed. There it is for you. And the side is retired. That is the 4th strikeout for Cox. He gets out of it with endurance, but 2 against him. The important thing, no runs, a walk, a single, and both left on. And we're heading to the bottom of the 7th, and I just don't want to bring Sparky Lyle in when they're trailing. So it's going to be Bill Spaceman Lee. Bill Spaceman Lee, the new pitcher. And he is a -1 hold. Siebert, the loser of record. Cox, the winner. And the spaceman taking his warm-ups. And leading it off here in the bottom of the 7th will be Del, top of the order, Del Unser. Okay, Lee is ready. The wind-up and the pitch. This is lefty-lefty. Here's the pitch. Oh, I love those emojis. They are really good. 4-4 left-handed. Grounds it to third X. Schofield, 326. Oh, those are good. 326, 11, 3. He gets to a G2, 26, 610, 13. And he throws him out. Nice play by Schofield to retire Unser one away. Now Lee May, the batter. Okay, Lee is ready. Here's the pitch to May. 1-7, left-handed, flies to center, and that's playable by Billy Canigliaro. And he makes the catch, 2 down. Spaceman has retired, and now it's Lee facing off with Howard. Big man Howard, 2 for 2 and a walk. Oh, that is good coffee. Wow. Here's Lee. And the pitch to Howard. 4-8, right-handed, walked him. And again, it's understandable. Howard is on first, and here's the Super Jew, Mike Epstein. This will be lefty-lefty. They'll let him hit. Lee from the stretch. And the pitch to Epstein. That is 4-7, left-handed. Oh, triple 1 to 7. It's a base hit. Big man Howard, rounding second, goes to third. Hold your beer, folks. A 2-out single by Epstein, 4-7, left-handed. 2 outs now, first and third, and Ken McMullen, Lee in trouble. Clutch situation here for McMullen. Here's the pitch from Lee. 4-6, right-handed, base hit to left. Oh, Lee's been a disappointment all year. Howard scores. Epstein goes to second and holds. A clutch single here, 4-6 to left field. Definitely not running on Karl's arm when Epstein is a 1 to 10. First and second, 2 outs. It's 6-3 now, Washington. I'm sure Kathy is fine with that. Here's Lee now. The pitch to Brinkman. 5-4, right-handed, flies to center X. Under that is Billy Canigliaro, 316. Ah, 12-3, F2. Billy gets to it. E16, 610, 13. Oh, and it's a 2-base error to add insult to injury. An F2, E2. A 2-base error dropped by Billy Canigliaro out in center. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It was an F2, but it's in center. I'm so sorry. Billy's playing center field. It's in E16. 610, 13. And no, he's going to make the catch there. There it is. And that will retire the side. I am so sorry, people. But one run was scored. So we've gone 7 full here, and it's 6-3 now. And Cox comes out. He's gone all the way. Now he has 2 more hits or walks. He is fatigued. Now the Red Sox are down by 3. Mike Andrews is the batter. Ah, that is good coffee. Here's Cox. The pitch to Andrews. 3-4 right-handed, walked him. 1 more hit or walk, and he is fatigued. You don't want to lose this. There's action in the Senators' bullpen. We're going to consider Knowles not available. He pitched last game. Dave Baldwin, the right-hander, is warming, and so is Jim Schellenbach, the left-hander. That's a nice opportunity for the Senators to close this off in the event that another hit or walk is allowed by Cox. Andrews on first, and Karl Yastrzemski, the batter. Again, Red Sox down by 3, top of the 8th. Cox has gone all the way. Here's the pitch to Karl. 4-7, left-handed, walked him, and out comes Ted Williams. Talking it over with Cox. As Rico Petrocelli is on deck, he would be the tying run at the plate. And that's going to be it for Cox. He has reached fatigue. And coming in is Dave Baldwin. Dave Baldwin, the right-hander, to face right-handed hitter Rico Petrocelli. Cox, the winner of record, though. He pitched 7 innings, has not retired a batter this inning. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. He walked 4, struck out 4, and has allowed 3 runs, but he's responsible for first and second, which would not be the tying run. Baldwin taking his warm-ups. Baldwin is eligible for the save if he finishes. Here's Rico Petrocelli now, first and second. A home run ties it. Baldwin from the stretch, and the pitch to Petrocelli. 2-7, right-handed, grounds it to second. That's a first and second A. It's scooped up by Cullen. He throws it to Brinkman on the bag, and then over to Epstein for the double play. And Andrews goes to third. Big, big double play thrown by Baldwin. And a beautiful play, Cullen to Brinkman to Epstein. And it's 2 outs, and Joe LaHood is the batter. Joe is a 188 hitter. I'm telling you, they're going to have a hitter for Joe. Even though he's a left-handed hitter, you know, if you're serious, you're not going to let him hit. George Thomas, by the way, I looked it up. He's only available on October 1. He had a 353 average with 51 at-bats. We're going to go with Jerry Moses, a right-handed hitter who hit 304. He's been in and out of the lineup in the platooning behind the plate. And Moses, believe it or not, will... Wait a minute. What am I doing? What the... Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. What am I doing? What the hell am I doing? It's... Oh, yeah. Here I am. 2 outs with a runner on third. That's what I'm doing. Isn't that something, how you can just get disconnected from what's going on in a game? LaHood is a right fielder. We will bring in to play right field someone who's hardly played, Don Locke. Don Locke, he's good though in right field. He's a 2-1 E13. We'll put Locke in the lineup. And here's Moses. Clutch situation. He does have power. Here's Baldwin. And the pitch to Moses. 1-7. Pops it up to first. Super Jew Mike Epstein under it. And he makes the catch. And the side is retired. So nice pitching by Baldwin coming in to put out the fire. Cox ends up allowing only 3 runs. And Baldwin eligible for the save if he finishes it in the 9th. We're heading, that's no runs. Wow. Here's Spaceman. His second inning of relief. Cullen will lead it off. Okay, Spaceman Lee now. The pitch to Cullen. 6'10", right-handed, struck him out. 1 down. Now Jim French. If you're looking ahead to the top of the 9th, it'll be Scott, Billy Canigliaro, and Satriano for the Red Sox. They're down by 3. Here's Lee now. The pitch to French. 6'3", left-handed. It's a hit well by French, but he has W power. It's a ballpark blast. Again, 6'3", left-handed. This was lefty-lefty. And it will be a base hit. So French is on first. It's a great rule in Strat-O-Matic, the N versus W power, which prevents people who don't have power from hitting home runs off the pitcher's card. Great feature. French on first, 1 out, and they're going to have Baldwin come in and hit here rather than interrupt his pitching. And he looked good, too. Baldwin is a 1 WR. It's 1 out. French on first. Bottom of the 8th. Senators lead it 6-3. Here's the pitch to Baldwin. 5-6. Baldwin, right-handed hitter, struck him out. 2 away for Del Unser. The pitch from Spaceman. 4-4, left-handed, grounds it to third X. That will be Schofield, 326. .326, 7-3, G3, Schofield gets to it, E26, 6-10, 15. And it is a 2-base error. It's a G3E2. And that will send French to third. Schofield with the error, a two-base error, throwing error. First error of the ball game. And here's Lee May in a clutch situation. Second and third, two down. Lefty, lefty. Here's Spaceman. Pitch to May, 4-8, left-handed, struck him out. He struck out the side. Had a couple runners on base, though. We're heading to the ninth. Dave Baldwin for the save. Dave Baldwin's still alive, 86 years old. Here he is in 2007. It's really something to think, that's 17 years ago. That's like, Baldwin, his first year was 66. And he played through 73, about 8 years. So Baldwin out on the mound, trying to save it here. George Scott to lead it off. Here's Baldwin now. The windup and the pitch to Scott. That is 4-3 right-handed, flies to right X. Lee May, uh-oh, he's a 4-15. We should have brought somebody in. I can't do it all, you know. Lee May, 4-15, that's a 4-4. It's a double. He couldn't get to it. E15, 5-9-11. And that's a leadoff double by George Scott. Should have brought in somebody, but I don't want to embarrass Lee May, so we'll keep him in, you know, pulling him right in the middle of an inning. But it's the end of the year. Here's Canigliaro, Baldwin from the stretch. And the pitch. That's 1-4 right-handed, struck him out. Baldwin gets Canigliaro. Here's Satriano now. 221 hitter. We don't really have anyone that much better. And we've already used Moses. I think they have a third catcher, but here's the pitch to Satriano. 4-4, left-handed, grounds to short, steady Eddie. It won't be a double play because there's a runner on second. It's a 221 Eddie. .221, 8-2, G2 gets to it. 4-8-9, E21. And he throws him out. It's a G2 with a runner on second. We will have Scott hold as steady Eddie. He had an option to go to third, but not when you're down by 3. It's 2 outs. They went for the shore out there. I'm sorry, Scott did not advance. And there'll be a hitter here for Spaceman. Spaceman pitched 2 innings. He allowed 3 hits. He walked 1, struck out 3. In fact, he struck out the side in his second inning. He allowed 1 run. Let's see who's coming in to hit here with Baldwin. 2 outs, 1 out away from the win. Again, they do have a third catcher, Russ Gibson. And he's probably about their best hitter. Tony has a head injury. after he hit the wall, and he was not used. So we're going light on Tony. So it's going to be Russ Gibson coming in to pinch hit. On a rare play, he made a catch and then hit the wall. He went to the ER, and they ruled that it was a mild concussion. So he's not been in the lineup, coincidentally, not been in the lineup in real world. Okay, Gibson steps in. Baldwin 1 out away from the save for Siebert. For Cox, I'm sorry. Here's Baldwin from the stretch. The pitch to Gibson. That's 5-8, right-handed. That's a double down the line. Oh, my. Scott scores. Look at it again, 5-8, right-handed. Double 1 to 13, it was a 12. Baldwin in trouble. This is not an endurance inning. And there's still hope left for the Red Sox. Here's Dick Schofield, switch hitter, batting left against Baldwin. 2 outs. Schofield is the tying run at the plate. He's got power. W, but he's got a home run on his own card. Here's the pitch from Baldwin to Schofield. 3-4, right-handed, flies it to right. It's high, very high, and playable by Lee May, who makes the catch, and the ball game is over. 1 run for the Red Sox there in the 9th. A little scare, but to no concern. The final score, Washington Senators 6, Boston Red Sox 4. I thought it was a fun game. The win goes to Cox. That's his 7th of the season. The save goes to Baldwin. Baldwin ended up pitching 2 innings, allowing 2 hits, no walks, a strikeout, and 1 run. The loss goes to Siebert. The final line, Senators 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Red Sox 4 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. I'm out of coffee. It's only 8:09 a.m. I'm gonna take it easy, even though I have it's sort of a positive addiction to Strat-O-Matic. I really think it is. Positive addiction is a term developed by William Glasser, a psychiatrist who invented reality therapy. And it's actually a good read if you're interested. Here's the book. And he talks about constructive behaviors that people get addicted to. You have a great day, Kathy. Thank you so much for being here. And I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you. On behalf of the Strat-O-Matic Network, I'm Jeffrey Guterman. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. And I'll catch you tomorrow morning. See you later. I might be on My Glamorous Life later this evening, maybe. You know, I don't know what to do with myself if I'm not playing Strat-O-Matic, but I just, I don't want to burn myself out, if you know what I mean. Who knows? Maybe I will play an afternoon game. Who knows? I'm going to put this one in the books. Actually, yeah, I got to put it in the books because it's the last game of this date. Update the standings. And then at least schedule on my landing page upcoming games. As you can see, there's none right now. There's this live game and that's it. And we would move to September 30 in our 1969 replay, as this was a Monday the 29th and there were only 2 games scheduled. We played them both. It's a travel day for most teams. It's the very end of the season.